And welcome to the East Alton Ice Arena for tonight's matchup between your SIUe Cougars and the McKendree Bearcats of the D1 variety. My name is Casey Kitchelinski. I'm here with Pat Kelly doing the color, and we are pumped for tonight's game.
I'm so excited for this matchup. You've got a freshly D1 team over here in McKendree. You've got the Cougars, who've been D2 powerhouse for years. It's going to be a good matchup. I'm excited for this. Casey, thanks for inviting me on, and we're going to have some fun tonight.
And my pleasure. It's gonna be a great game, high octane, and a regional rivalry here as the Cougars win a draw. Cougars gonna break out of their own zone, and here's Tech Majin loses the puck, and a regain as the Bearcats lose it in their own zone, and now they're gonna break out. A little regroup here. Going up the right wing wall, number 55, Jacob Scrum dumps it in. Nosser's there to stop it. And they get an exit. McKendree's right there to bounce it right back in. Kane Henson retrieves the puck back in the corner behind Nosser. Nosser, the senior goaltender, grad student this year. Henson dishes to Watson, and he'll get it in deep.
There's a big hit there by number 22, Pluto, for the Bearcats. Let's see what happens after that.
Cougars maintain control in the corner. Tucker loses. McKendree looks to break out. And they find Pluto, only to lose the puck, and a quick regroup for SIU. Tucker looking for Perry, but lost a handle on the puck. Henson finds Perry. Perry dangles around two McKendree players, but held up there by number 8, Alec Nichols. McKendree with pressure now in the Cougar zone. Keeping the puck deep. A little bit of a battle here. 4-man battle, 2 from each side. 2 more players join. McKendree wins control of the puck. Keeping it deep. The Cougars gain control as Culleberg breaks out of the zone, finds Perry on the left wing. Perry breaks in and shoots. Big save by the Bearcat netminder. Looking for names here. We got a lot of foreign players on the Bearcat roster, a lot of tough names to pronounce, so bear with us. A lot of umlauts and accents over there as the puck's flicked out of play by the Bearcats.
We got Zachary Stanger in goal over there for the Bearcats tonight. He made a good save there, just up in the corner. This game started kind of how we expected it. A little physical play, a lot of neutral zone. McKendree finally got the puck deep, put some pressure on the Cougars here, but they dealt with it and went back the other way and got a scoring opportunity. Here's the faceoff.
McKendree wins possession, and they'll regroup. We'll fire it into the Cougar end. No icing, waved off by Arias, our referee for tonight's game. The Cougars bottle up in the defensive zone. That's one key thing I think the Cougars are going to have to do with the Bearcats. McKendree might have the talent edge, but hard work beats talent hardly working. So if the Cougars can control the defensive zone and limit the shots to the perimeter, Nasser should be able to handle a lot of the perimeter play, and we should be in good shape.
I mean, the Cougars have done a great job tonight of clogging up the neutral zone and denying the front of the net to the Bearcats. You can see the frustration now. They're just not getting anything working. I mean, you've got Norlander calling for the puck real. They're real loud. They're just not getting the movement they want in front.
Oh, there's an open chance there for number 12, Michael Weedman, but he lost the puck in the slot.
And the Cougars are there again to clog it up and go back on the counter. Here we go.
Rowe misses the pass and regains the puck. Rowe finds Terrence Pervat, who gets hit. Cougars maintain control. Zerlini battles for the puck and lost it to number 32 for McKendree. I'm not seeing on the roster. I'm sure he's there in some capacity. Don't have him on my sheet.
Enrolled.
Yeah, enrolled at MCK. And the puck is flicked out of play. The faceoff will be in the Cougar zone.
A souvenir by the fans. The Cougars are doing a great job so far tonight. Just clogging up the middle. They're not giving McKendree time on the puck, not giving them any chances, and clogging up the passing lanes. They're doing a great job so far, but it's early. We'll see how the rest of the night pans out.
Yep. I think the big thing that both coaches Nick Edwards and Taylor Emmerich are going to preach is just containment. McKendree's going to have the puck the whole time, or not the whole time, but the majority of the game. Just limit their options, limit their chances. As the Cougars dump the puck down in the zone. McKendree looking to break out. Coley holds the line, keeps it in. It's going to be a big blue-collar effort here by the Cougars tonight. Here we see Tack and Cole Ebersol down in the corner. Here's number 22 from McKendree through the neutral zone. Shane Pluto. Lost it along the sideboards. Big save by Nosser. Rebound right back to him as he slides to cover the puck and make the save. 15-18 left in this first period with no score.
We're seeing the physicality of having two local schools play each other. There's not much distance between the two. I'm sure some have grown up playing together. You hear Gary Henson calling his team to cool down a little bit. I think that's what the Cougars want to do, is get under the skin a little bit of the Bearcats. I think that you get them off their game physically and mentally here.
Yeah, anytime the Cougars can go to the special teams, I think that'll definitely play to their advantage. As long as they don't themselves get into trouble in doing that.
Here's a penalty coming up here.
It's like we're going to have coincidentals. We've got Kolberg and Pluto. We've heard his name a lot tonight. He'll be in the box serving coincidentals.
That's a good job by the referees, just saying how the game's going to go early. It's going to be a physical game. Let's put them both off the ice to cool down a little bit. I think it's a good job by the officiating staff here.
Yeah, gotta set the tone early.
Although Gary Henson over here on the Bearcat bench is not happy right now.
Little confusion before the draw.
Looks like we'll be 4-on-4 instead of 5-on-5.
Little extra ice for both teams. Let's see how that plays out. The puck's behind the net. Number 9, who I also don't have on the roster here. Might be a late call-up. Enrolled for sure. Either a teacher or a preacher at McKendree. We'll see how that turns out. The Cougars get the puck out of the zone. We're just going to go by numbers from McKendree because I am at a loss. And the few guys that I do know from this team are not playing tonight. Ty Watt and Ty Wilson. A couple of their
two of their big scorers are not in the lineup
big guns
tonight.
And Andrew Best, who has been their franchise goaltender the last couple of years. It looks like a local homegrown start for Stanger tonight for McKendree as the Bearcats ice the puck with 14:36 left. We got a $1:18 left with 4-on-4 play here.
We've got 4 shots to the guest, one to the home team here. That changed rapidly here in that last 2 shifts. Cougars started off strong and defensively, and then kind of gave it up a little bit for a shift. The penalties evened out, and now we're back to 4-on-4 here.
Perry wins the draw. Watson gets it in deep. Perry to control. Oh, couldn't get by 55 for McKendree, but they still control here. Watson behind the net, throws it on net. Intercepted by a Bearcat skate, and now the puck's in the corner. Henson battles, loses to number 10 for McKendree. Up to 9. We got a 2-on-2 situation here breaking in. Here's number 9, loses the puck in the corner. Henson bodies him into the corner. Wagner looks for defensive help, finds Watson in the corner. Watson back to Wags, going D to D behind the net. Over to Henson. Henson looks to break out to Perry. Perry breaks in. Throws it. Oh, he scores! Christian Perry!
Cougars get a goal. Let's see who they give this to. Are they going to get to 16, or was it an own goal there?
I think that's an own goal. There was a pass deflection. I think Perry threw a little English on it, and it got past Stinger.
Christian Perry celebrating. I think it's his goal as the Cougars take the lead here. You know, you put the puck toward the net, good things happen here.
They don't ask how, they ask how many, and that's the first one for the Cougars tonight. 1-0 with 13:47 to play in this first period. Still 4-on-4 for the next 29 seconds. Here is number 8. Over to number 5. This sounds like Brett Hall Hockey 95 for Super Nintendo. Just a lot of numbers being called out right now.
It's all right.
It'll happen. Number 5 down in the corner for 71. One of the lone players with his name on his back.
Enrolled.
Right.
I mean, I've got his name right here. I'm not going to try to pronounce that.
Osawe Omaragi
from Ontario.
Nasser covers the puck up. Big save by number 31 here. Looking to bounce back from an average game against Louisville. He's the type of goalie that he gets a lot of shots early. He's a big momentum tendy.
He's a guy. He's a keeper that needs a lot of shots. He finds his groove and he'll sort the game out that way. If he's a guy that gets one every couple minutes, he might struggle to find his game though.
Yep. Cougars win the draw. And we see Tack Majin. Now we're back at even strength. 44 controls from McKendree. Over to 55. Now up to 32 in the neutral zone as the Bearcats break out. Now they're in the Cougar zone. Over to 91. Throws it on net. Rebound by Nasser. And he looks like he has it covered. Defense going to need a little help here to clear the sticks from the Bearcats. So Nasser going to get a clean handle on his puck.
I think the Bearcats tonight are getting a little frustrated. They're not getting comfortable in the offensive end. You see their stats from last year. They like to bury teams deep and put pucks toward the net, and they haven't been able to do so just yet. They still have 6 shots here early, but the Cougars are frustrating them. You can just tell by their mannerisms after the play. They're getting a little chippy.
A lot of hands on the head, a lot of looking toward the heavens for a little help right now. That being said, we're only 7.5 minutes into this tilt.
A lot of hockey left.
Roll behind the net, pushed off by 32 for the Bearcats, trying to find a center pass, but broken up by the Cougars. Sperry tries to break in, but 55 for the Bearcats controls and throws it out of the zone. McKendree breaks out, but lost to number 10 of the Cougars, Bryce Simon. He's finding action for the third time this year. After sitting out last season, he's been a nice addition to this team. Big body, quick feet, good skill. Type of guy you'd like to have on your team. McKendree breaks out. Gains entry into the Cougar zone. 57 goes in deep. Loses the puck. But they find number 12. Nasser, great rebound control. Throw that puck out of play as it comes in low, and he sticks it right to the small scoreboard in the corner.
I think right now you're finding the Cougars sit back a little bit with that gift goal lead. McKendree looks a little bit more comfortable in the offensive zone. I just spoke about how they were getting frustrated. I think they're starting to dig in a little bit more. It's something to be worried about if you're a Cougars fan.
Yeah. Puck possession isn't something you want to give to the other team, but if we can handle their shots from the outside, we should be in decent shape.
That was harmless there. You can let them take that all day.
Yeah, Nasser should field that cleanly.
Break and go.
And here's Kane Henson with Perry on his wing. Henson brings it in, shoots. Good save by Stanger off the wrist. McKendree now with a 2-on-1, 89 down the wing. Big save, matching Stanger is Nasser with a glove save and covers for the whistle.
That was a fun bit of hockey there. We went left to right, didn't we?
Yep. A lot more pace to this tilt.
It's starting to pick up a little bit. I think both teams are feeling each other out, getting the puck deep and going from there. It's gone from neutral zone to end right now. It's exciting college hockey to watch.
A lot of big rivalry that's gone on since McKendree had their team. It was all Cougars beginning at the onset of their tenure, I should say, and has kind of leaned back toward McKendree as with a new coach and a new regime here. Stanger plays it into the corner. The Cougars battle for control. McKendree breaks out, finding number 71 down deep into the corner. Rowe finds Tyler Smith along the boards. Zerlini can't control, but he does get it out of the zone. LaRose gets it out of the zone, but not deep. McKendree breaks back in, but LaRose steals. It's a 3-on-2 for the Cougars. LaRose. Unfortunately, Smith is offsides by a couple feet. I think he's doing a little bit of the happy dance, seeing the big possession coming down into the McKendree zone, but the Cougars are offside.
A little anxious there was Tyler Smith. You want to get in the zone there. It's our first odd man rush that we've had all game so far. It was an awkward change for McKendree, and we were able to compromise or counterattack and get after him there, and just a little too anxious. The Cougars need to reel that in and be practical.
Ebersol loses the draw. Here's 44 for McKendree. Brings it in wide. Tries for a centering pass, but it goes little hard and a little high with that sauce. 7 scores for McKendree, all alone in the slot. Corey Robinson tallies for McKendree with 10:22 left in the first period. We have a tie game.
Robinson scores from the spot that the Cougars have been so good at denying the Bearcats all night. The first goal for McKendree, they've earned it. They've had the share of the offensive zone. The Cougars not going to be happy with their game plan giving that one up, though. They've done so well so far this game to keep that away from McKendree.
Shots 9-3 in the Bearcats' favor. McKendree wins the draw. Now we're back into the neutral zone. Perry breaks in through the wing, dangles, and McKendree defenseman all alone. Taken down. No call.
Not sure how that was not a penalty.
Stick was a little parallel, probably cut his stomach up a little bit, but this is college hockey after all. No call.
Well, if that's the standard for the night, let's play hockey that way.
Yeah.
It's going to be a good night for us to watch. So
It's going to be an old-fashioned street fight tonight.
that's what it is. I expect that out of a rivalry between these two teams. I'm excited to watch it after that.
Watson loses the draw. Then McKendree looks to break out. They fly a guy through the zone, but can't connect on a pass. Watson gets bodied to the boards. McKendree takes back over as they regroup. And they try to break out, but have an icing call. 9:50 left to play in this first period. We have a tie 1-1 score here at East Alton.
Now, early in the first, I think the game's favoring the Cougars right now. You're frustrating McKendree a little bit. This score is 1-1. Got theirs. I think we'll get another one here soon, though.
Deep into the McKendree zone. Stingers left. Watson wins the draw over to Kane Henson. Henson loses the puck on the blue line. 57 comes in with help. Big save by Nosser. Great snare with the glove hand as he keeps it out of the net. The Cougars will ice to alleviate the pressure. 9:35 left in this first period as the faceoff will come back into the Cougar zone.
Just an unlucky break there for the Cougar defenseman, and they go down on a odd man rush. And a great save by the Cougars goalkeeper there, Nasser. Quick with the glove, quick with the clear, and then we went down the other way and got an icing. Here we go again.
Watson with the faceoff win. Over to Henson. Henson finds Perry, who loses it to number 8 for McKendree. He finds number 10, number 9 all alone in the slot. And Nosser cleans up the trash, and the Cougars look to break out, but can't. 8 keeps it in. 8 rounds behind the net, throws it in front. They miss an open chance, and here's a 2-on-1 developing for the Cougars. Tucker and Perry. Perry takes a shot deflected into the netting. 9:05 left in the first period. 1-1 the score.
It's a massive block there by Henson of the SIUe Cougars there. Had a wide open net for the McKendree opportunity there, and he just shut it down, and now we're at the other end getting an offensive zone faceoff.
Resiliency of the Cougars here will hopefully show up in this game. They've been pretty resilient, at least in the Louisville series. After giving up a goal, they're ready to come right back and answer. Let's see if that happens here tonight. As the Bearcats break into the zone, Marshall can't quite handle the pass, and McKendree will regroup. And the Cougars will ice it with 8:43 left to play in this period. We'd like to thank our sponsor, JJ Thermos, for sponsoring the SIU Cougars this season. In pretty much all facets of the season, the Eastgate Plaza has been completely renovated, and it's a great – JJ Thermos is a great hockey bar to go to before and after the game. Make sure you stop by there after watching a Cougar, hopefully, victory tonight. As we resume play, puck knocked down by a high stick, and Cougar netminder Justin Nosser smoked in the head a few times, and I think that's why we got the whistle there.
Yeah, I think the referees lost sight. It looked like it was covered, but it was straight in the air, almost hitting the new ceiling here at East Alton.
Larry won't be too happy about that. Let's keep that nice, smooth, and shiny.
He doesn't need to know.
He's in Vegas right now. He's probably streaming this game right now.
I bet he is.
Big save by Nosser again with a Bearcat chance in the slot. The Cougars will break out, get it in deep. Marshall attacks, but can't gain the puck. Here's 44 from McKendree. 44 with 71 and 74 with him. 44 loses the puck in the corner. Big hit by a McKendree player on Smith, but the Cougars will break out. Smith gets back up, can't find the puck. The Bearcats, are back at it again, but offsides.
Cougars are a little bit lucky there. They thought they were going to puck in deep and started to switch up their lines, and McKendree won it in their offensive neutral zone there and went right back in, but a little anxious, just like the Cougars were a minute ago.
7:52 left to play in this first period. It looks like we have the fourth line still out there for the Cougars, no change. As the Bearcats enter the zone. Offsides yet again. Smith, Zerlini, and Parabat out on offense for the Cougars as now they're changing.
Got to switch of defense here, but they're leaving the offense out.
Keeping the fourth line out there. McKendree wins the draw, 12. Looked for 32 to break in, but through the passing triangle and goes deep into the zone. Let's see if the Cougars can break out here. Zerlini can't quite handle it. Here's 7. Cutting into the slot. Nice stick there by LaRose. Cougars break out. Parabat, 1-on-2. Dangles him. Bearcat defenseman, and Stanger comes up big with the save. Parabat comes in all alone. Coming in 1-on-2 through the Bearcat D. Good effort by him.
Yeah, had a great chance from Corey Robinson of McKendree, and then you go down the other side, the Cougars match it. All right, now it's a goalkeeper showdown. I think Nasser's had a little bit more work than the other side, but this is turning into a fun hockey game here. You got the little extracurriculars going on with the rivalry, but it's been good college hockey so far.
They could flip the script here with only 5 shots on goal. You got a little got cold feet in the McKendree end.
You saw the Blues game 7. We'll see what happens here.
That's right. McKendree breaks it out of their own zone. Not quite, as Kane Henson picks the puck up. He finds Ebersol. Ebersol to Trevor Daly. Daly gets the puck to the slot, kept in by Henson. Henson to Daly. Rebound into a mix-up of players. Cougars still control. Wagner to Tack. That's the cousin of Brant Takmajian, former Cougar forward. Now DJ. Wagner clears the zone couldn't find Ebersol. McKendree still breaks in. Ebersol regains control. Ebersol again to Henson. Henson to Tucker. Tucker loses it in neutral zone. Henson regroups. Finds Perry off the skates and into the zone. He throws it on net. And Stinger makes the save.
Starting to see a little bit more Cougar offensive zone action. We're getting down to their end a little bit more. I'm not sure what McKendree's doing or not doing here, but the Cougars are up in their game.
Face off, Watson loses to the Bearcat forward. They're looking to fly a man into the Cougar zone, which would have been icing, but Nasser negates by playing the puck. McKendree regains control, goes down deep. McKendree bottled up into the slot. The Cougars gain control. Here is Cullabrook. Cully tries to find Tucker, but just ahead of him. McKendree comes back into the zone. Here's number 10, looking up ice. A lot of stick work in his defensive zone. Blindly throws the puck up the boards, and the Cougars will regain possession. Tried to break out to Tucker, but he's coming back for a change. Stanger gifts the favor to the Cougars there on another icing call played by him.
Fresh lines for both teams.
Yep. Fresh bodies. Here's 9 down the side. He finds 10, skating backwards to 6, who shoots just wide of the net. 12 keeps it in. 12 over to number 9, down low. And they find a defenseman creeping up into the slot. Big block by number 71, Sperry. Sperry now. Can't get in deep. He's coming back. We might see a hit here. Yep, he's a tenacious player. He'll always be in the play at any facet of the game. As the Bearcats dump the puck in deep. The Cougars dump it up, but not quite out of the zone. Sperry again, tenacious on the puck, but loses to McKendree. 74 down deep, finds 27 to Nosser's left. Wraps it around, goes to the point, fires and blocked by a Cougar defenseman.
That's the first time tonight I've seen McKendree use the point for a shot. They've been digging it deep and trying to get to the slot, and that hasn't really been working for them.
The Cougars find the puck deep. Butter going for a change. McKendree will look to break out again with Smith on the forecheck. Zerlini bodies his man in Parapat. Finds Smith. Puts one on net, but not quite to the net as a back-checking forward for McKendree clears up the ice. Here's Henson bringing it back in. Cougars finding their feet here. Henson, 3-on-3. Into the corner. Kind of loses time and space with the ref in the way. And McKendree gains control. 2-on-1, 27. Can't get around Wagner, who stands him up deep into the Cougar zone. Parapat gets the puck in deep. We find Smith. Smith standing right next to Parapat. Can't find a man. And McKendree will break it out. 3-on-2, 7, 244. Big blocker save by Nosser.
He did well there to keep him off the board. That's a great blocker save. Keeps him in the game right now.
His eyes are on. He's tracking the puck well. Nosser down in the RVH. Still. And the Bearcats tried to find a guy in the back post and could not as it was broken up. Here's 7 in the corner. 7 hit by Cullerbuck. 32 over to 7. Z gains control. Intercepted by the Cougar D. And they can't quite clear the zone at the blue line. Tipped out by Cougar defenseman Braden Rowe. 91 all alone and another save by Nosser. Quick with the glove to get a piece of it. McKendree again. Sustained pressure. If they're out, it's for a short period of time and then they're right back in. Takmajian can't clear the puck. Nosser's going to need to get a cover or deflect the puck out of play here, I think.
Yeah, the Cougars have been pinned down now we're tallied up to 16 shots for McKendree. A lot of busy work here in the defensive zone.
2-on-1. Broken up by LaRose. Daly gets around a Bearcat forward, but can't quite clear the zone. The Cougars need to get it at least across the blue line here. Relieve the pressure. Here's 12. He throws it on net, blockered away by Nosser. And they clear for an icing, but won't get a change with $1:44 left in this first period. 1-1 the score.
Got a minute 44 to freedom here. We need to get out of this period at least 1-1. If we can get one, that'd be great, but we need to keep them with their one tally. Cougars starting to break down here a little bit late in the first period.
64 seconds left to play here in this first period.
Good math.
Quick maths. Tack can't get the puck out of the zone, and the Bearcats will dump it in deep. And the Cougars do finally find a neutral zone, get a change, and the Bearcats will get in quickly. Throw the puck on net. Oh, scores on a...
That's one Nosser's going to want back.
Yep, that was a...
Yeah, it was Connor Mullins there.
There's a puck thrown on net from the blue line, mishandled by Nosser as it trickles over the line.
A Nass then?
Dominic Nas.
Dominic Nas had 35 goals a season ago. He's their top scorer in the lineup tonight. That's not what the Cougars want to see at this moment, and that's definitely one Nosser is going to want back.
Yeah. He's a type of goaltender, though, if he can give up a goal like that, he's headstrong enough that he'll come back with some big saves and keep the Cougars in the game, we hope. McKendree breaks in with $1:23 left to play in his first period. And the Cougars can't quite break out. 4-on-3. McKendree behind the net. Looks for a pass in the slot. The Cougars look to break out and do. Tucker, 1-on-2. As he breaks in all alone, Tucker can't quite get around the McKendree defenseman. Here's Watson with some late pressure. Watson throws it in, stick to the corner by Stanger. Perry to Watson. They can't quite cycle around the Bearcat front line there. McKendree will break out. Number 5 dumps it in deep with 44 to play here in the first period. Henson stops the puck along the wall. Up to Tucker. Tucker to Perry, and the Cougars break out. To Watson in the slot, but he can't quite get the handle on the puck. And the Bearcats dump in. And a big save by Nosser, and he covers that as it pops up in front of his face with 23.8 left in the first period.
Got 23 seconds left. You're giving up 20 shots in the first period here. It's not something the Cougars want to do. McKendree's playing very well. They're getting back on defense great and squashing any counterattack or breakout the Cougars might have if they get past their blue line right now. We just got to get out of the period here, Kitch.
Yep. Yes, we do. 20 seconds left here. As the Cougars can find a neutral zone. McKendree right back in, dumps it in deep. Rowe back to play it. Up to Sperry. Sperry loses on the wall near the Cougar bench. 5 seconds left. Can they clear? Not quite over. 27 with 1, and that's all she wrote for that first period. 2-1 the score for the Bearcats. Shots 20-8, also in favor of McKendree.
Hey, Craig, leave it on the score.
We will resurface, take a quick 15-minute break, and we'll be right back. Thanks for joining us on SIUe Cougar Hockey. We'll be back in 15. See you then.
Can I take a picture of the
Is that on mute or is it blinking mute?
I think blinking is mute. That's a SIUe.
Apparently, we've been muted the whole time. Now we're on off mute. Thank you, Brandy Perry, for the comment.
Oh, man.
As McKendree just scored, blocker side on Nasser, 3-1 with 16:08 to play.
Well, when me and Levy did the game, it was quiet for the first 2 minutes, too. So
It's quiet for a few minutes of that game, especially in the second period as he ran back from his car. Hurricane, PK and I say hello and hope all is well, bud. Nasser stops the puck with 15:56 left in the second. I think the muting of the first 5 minutes may have played to the Cougars' favor, so that way we didn't have to hear the entrance and the goal. And I think the rest of the way, I think SIUe will return the favor here and get this game a little closer.
onward and upward for the Cougars.
There we go. Perry looks to chip out. He's got a streaking Tucker down the wing. Tucker from an odd angle can't corral the puck. Bodied in the corner. Watson there to help out. 26. LaRose there to defend the blue line. Can't keep it in. McKendree looks to break out. It's one-on-one. 27 dangles around a Cougar D, but he can't connect on a backdoor pass to his fellow winger. 27 over to 21 or 24, excuse me. As he's over on the side wall. 24 surveys the offensive zone, gets the puck deep. Watson back behind the net to play it. Finds Perry with a little chip. Works his agility, both edges on his skates, and Perry streaks down the left wing side. Perry tried to dangle number 24, but loses the puck to the corner. Cougars still have possession of the puck. Here's Watson with a shot. I don't think it made it to the net. Here's Takmajian in the corner. Cougars with a little bit of a shuffled line here. Takmajian now with Perry and Watson. Oh, Perry tried to find Watson in the slot. The shot just wide. Here's Cullebuck with a shot. Couldn't get through. And another try. Rebound chance just wide by Perry as the Cougars have pressure here in the middle of the second period, but it is covered up under a sitting Cougar player behind the McKendree net.
This is the first bit of pressure we've seen the Cougars sustain today. We were in the zone about a minute and a half there. It's impressive by the Cougars. They're starting to push back, being 2 goals down now.
I think the butterflies hopefully have worn off and they realize that the neutral zone is open. Perry's been flying through the neutral zone ad nauseum the whole game. Hopefully other Cougars can take note of that and apply a little bit more pressure for the home team here.
Definitely Watson stepping in the slot there for the effort, but here comes McKendree the other way.
Here is 57 with a shot snagged up by Nasser as he makes it look routine with 14:25 left to go in the second period. 3-1 for McKendree.
We're back to the seesaw game here. I think that favors McKendree. I think the Cougars need to play a little bit more discipline on defensive zone. There's one playbook played by the Bearcats, get it deep and put it to the slot. We fell victim to that twice already. But the Cougars are showing more offensive prowess here, so let's see if that continues.
11 bodied by Takmajian, who picks up the puck and finds Trevor Daly, who gets it in deep. Simple hockey for the Cougars might work best for them right now.
Get the puck deep, make their defense turn, and go at them.
McKendree had a chance to fly the zone, but they lose the puck. Goes into the corner, and Rowe mishandles. They've got numbers in front, but they can't corral the puck. Here's McKendree behind Nasser in the Cougar net. 22. Looks for his compadres out front. An errant pass goes to the side wall. 57 picks up and dumps it back in. 11 behind the net. Over to 44. Back to the assistant captain, number 11, whose pass is stifled by Daly. Daly flips it out of the zone with Sperry chasing after it to the wall. 22 for McKendree. Up to 9. They have a 2-on-1. Fires. Deflected wide by Rowe. Here's 9. 9 behind the net. Tries to wrap it around, but Nasser is there sliding from right to left.
Cougars fell victim to a long change there, and they might do it again here.
10. Over to 9. 9. Back to 10 on the point. Big hit by Sperry, but McKendree drives in and can't get a shot on that play there with speed as he caught the puck coming through the slot. The Cougars are just best here to clear as Wags gets the puck in deep and beat out the icing.
The big play there by the young Cougar.
Yep, Marshall does well to beat out that icing and hopefully contain the Bearcats and prevent them from getting a line change here. They can get it in deep and get some pressure here. Unfortunately, they cannot and are now with the puck in the neutral zone, and they'll go back for reinforcements. The Bearcats with a little
Too
kick
many
pass.
there, huh?
Well, it looks like a few too many Bearcats on the ice. I guess that's a pride, if that's a Bearcat term. I'm not sure. Here's Wags. Wags tries to find Parapat, but he can't corral the puck as that was deflected into the neutral zone. Wags regains the puck, gets it in deep. Stanger cautiously corrals the puck behind the net as they break out. Here's 9. It's a 3-on-3 coming into the Cougar zone. 9 goes wide and cuts in, but loses the puck behind the net. Zerlini can't catch the pass, and 9 tries to take advantage, but fans on the puck. See if the Cougars can find Parapat. Number 18 all alone, but he's hooked from behind and runs into the McKendree Tendy. Faceoff will stay into the zone as the player was impeded from behind, driving him into the Bearcat Tendy. Doesn't look like any rough stuff's going to come of it.
No, it just knocked the net off the moorings there. Alec Nichols for McKendree did a great job getting back there. I thought we had a break-in with Terrence coming in on that breakaway. I thought that was a Cougar's chance to cut the deficit down a little bit, but just not the case.
Smelling a little blood, it looks like Gary Henson is pulling the goalie and putting Andrew Best in. Wrong-handed Tendy out of Canada. This kid is probably one of the best goalies in the league. I haven't seen many other D1 goalies, but he's a reigning top Tendy in what was formerly a D2 McKendree team. Now that they've moved up to the Division 1 league this year. See if the Cougars can hopefully find a chink in the armor as he's coming in a bit cold. Big save by Nasser as he blockers one into the netting. Best gets the blood flowing by skating to the bench on a delayed call. But number 44, Phil Cullerberg, will go to the box with 11:05 left in the second. A 3-1 lead for McKendree.
The way the game's been playing, the way it's been called, I don't really understand that penalty. But you got to deal with it, and we move on.
There's one ref out here that likes to have a good flow to the game, and there's another that will tee up or call anything that he can. We'll see. The Bearcats running textbook power play, and number 22 scores on the back door.
That's our guy, Shane Pluto. We've called him enough tonight. The referees gave him that one.
Yep, Pluto gets on the board, extending the Bearcat lead to 3 as they take the lead 4-1 on the power play with 10:54 left.
A little question if that puck was out of the zone at the blue line, but I don't have the stripes on tonight.
Unfortunately, we don't have the going back to Toronto, or in this case, Wood River for the camera work. But
it's Roxana. It's actually the official review studio.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. The camera operates late Friday. I don't think he's working the night, but I digress. 10:43 left to play in this period. SIU has the puck in deep. Let's see if they can come back and bring this game back to 2 as Ebersol can't corral the puck. McKendree will break out 3-on-2 with a back-checking Cougar forward. 71 into the corner, into the Cougar zone. Over to 44, back to 74 on the blue line. He'll look to wind and fire and look for a tip that goes wide. 6 controls. Finds 74 for a shot and a big glove save by Nasser.
We're starting to see McKendree use their points a little bit. I think they caught on that SIUe is shutting down the behind the goal line, but they've got the 4-1 lead. Shots right now are 12-5 in favor of the Bearcats, as well as the score. We're reaching the second half of the game here. We'll see what happens.
Defensive zone draw, won by the Cougars. Perry gets it out of the zone, but loses the puck in the neutral zone. Nasser will stop in the ring in. We'll leave it for his defenseman, Kane Henson. Henson rings around to Sperry, but he cannot handle the bouncing puck, and Nasser will glove another point shot from number 6 of the Bearcats.
See a little bit of line shuffle here from the Cougars. Every time you get Perry out there, he's an offensive threat. You'd like to see him on the other side of the ice. What do you think, Hitch?
First line has been carrying the play here for the Cougars. Whenever they've needed any kind of pressure, they've kind of leaned on them, but we'll see if the blender helps them out this time. And it looks like Perry and Watson sticking together. We got a little rough stuff behind the play. Here's 6 through the neutral zone, bodied by Kane Henson. And a delayed offsides allows Joe Watson to bring the puck up. As he skates through the neutral zone rather easily. Watson behind Andy Best into the corner. Stopped by Perry. And the Cougars maintain control. Watson tries to get it in deep, but McKendree deflects it into the Cougar bench. And with 9:13 left to play, it is still 4-1, and the faceoff will come outside the zone.
With the pressure you've seen from McKendree in the first period with the long change, it's wearing on the Cougars right now.
For sure. McKendree wins the draw. Smith looks to play it in, try to get it in deep. Zerlini fires it on Best, who an awkward rebound, but he does find it in the air and catch it with that right-handed mitt. Stopping play with 9:01 left in the second period.
I don't want to speak well of the other team, but I'm really digging Andrew Best's setup out there with the waffle blocker.
He's a pretty style-conscious netminder. I got to know him a little bit on the All-Star team a couple of years ago. He's very, very particular about his setup. McKendree comes in 2-on-1. Big stop by 44, Phil Cullerbrook.
A freshman, too.
Yep. Getting big minutes here for the Cougars. Play along the wall here is 7 for the McKendree Bearcats. Gets it in deep. Behind the net. They look to go behind the net for the majority of their plays. And 5 can't quite hold in, but it looks like we have a penalty on the play as Arias has a penalty. It looks to be on McKendree, number 7.
Corey Robinson stepping off here.
Corey Robinson.
Haven't seen the official call yet.
2 buddies, a slap on the butt, and we've got a rough.
Be the first power play for the Cougars here.
Hopefully we can get some sustained pressure and get some momentum coming back our way.
Be an excellent opportunity for the team over there at SIUe to get another goal back here. Cut the lead and chip away at it.
Yep. Cougars win the draw but can't hold the zone. Braden Rowe back, tripped up. Can't win that battle. McKendree now controls in the Cougar zone. Rowe now regains the puck up to Lucas Tucker. Tucker, one of an army of kids of the Tucker family, all from Edwardsville, who has 4 high school teams, brings it into the Bearcat zone into the corner. Let's see if the Cougars can get set up here. Bearcats control, and they look to get behind the Cougar D, and now they'll wheel in their own zone and dump it in. Nosser leaves the crease to play it. Rowe, with not a lot of pressure, looks to regroup, regain control, and break out on the power play. Kane Henson down the wing, cuts into the middle of the neutral zone, breaks into the zone, now into the corner. All alone, no support for Henson, and an easy clear, and which gets past Nosser. And now into the neutral zone, which might work into the favor of the Cougars here. I don't know if that's how they drew it up, but let's see if they can make something of it. And it turns into a 2-on-1 for McKendree. Here's 27. Fires high over the glove hand of Nosser. See if the Cougars can wheel back. Here's Tack Majin, 1-on-2. 1-on-4 now. An easy out for McKendree. 30 seconds left on the power play for SIUe. Nosser controls. Back to Cullerbrook. Kyle.
Not exactly how the Cougars have drawn this up.
Yep. Let's see if they can get some sustained pressure here as Tack Majin brings it in through the neutral zone. Loses, and McKendree throws it in. Nosser to stop, and now play it up to the neutral zone. Coley picks it up. This might work out as a little indirect breakout here. Coley into the corner.
And we're back at full.
Simon couldn't handle the puck. Now it's 2-on-1 for McKendree. 91 with 7 on his wing. 91 with a shot. Big save by Nosser. And the puck goes out of play. Nosser's 30th save, a little bit more than midway through the second period.
Not the power play SIUe was looking for. No sustained pressure. A lot more chances for McKendree there. It looked like my beer league hockey there, Kitch.
Sometimes the non-drawn-up plays can work in your favor, but I think they need to stick to the coach's plan there and just go point to point. It's 5-on-4. You got the advantage, and just, again, simple hockey. Trying to overcomplicate things can lead to some drastic errors.
As you've said all game, SIUe just needs to play simple hockey. Let's get back to that.
The neutral zone has been open. The Cougars have been able to just stick handle through the neutral zone and gain entrance into the Bearcat zone, but they lose the puck here. 89 tries to find 10 all alone. Tipped by Nasser right onto the Bearcat stick for a goal. 5-1 for the Bearcats. Tipped in by number 10. Nasser came out to play it and get a little stick check on it. Unfortunately, number 8 for the Bearcats came in as a third man high and just swatted the puck in an open net.
That was just a defenseman stepping up. It's good to see the defenseman get some of the play from McKendree as they've been forward-centric all day. Not good for the Cougars, though. Now the score's 5-1.
And it looks like the Bearcats will get a power play as number 44, Phil Cullerbrook, took a penalty behind the play. In ACHA hockey, a delayed penalty, if it's scored on, the scoring team maintains a power play on the next faceoff. So now they have a full 2-minute complement after scoring that 5th goal.
I'm not sure how I feel about that ruling, but that's what we got to play by.
That's what we got. So the Bearcats on the power play, 44 running the point, finds 27, cutting through the slot, sticked away by Nasser. '91 loses it, and Perry clears to Best. Best plays it up to his forward, who dishes off to 44. 44 breaks into the zone, coming in wide, off the shaft of Nasser, which is, I'm sure, the shot you want on the power play, a shot from the goal line, breaking in on a 2-on-1. But Nasser will put the rebound behind the net, and we get a stoppage of play with 5:07 left here, with 1:16 left on the Bearcat power play.
So far, SIUe is putting the Bearcats in a bad spot on the power play. They push them to the outside. That's not a bad shot to give up. Let's just hope they get out of this only down by 4.
Cougars win the draw. Row off the up and out off the glass into the Bearcat zone. 4:59 left to play in this period. Sperry forechecking for the Cougars as the Bearcats wind it up out of their zone. Here's number 6. 6 drops off to 57. He finds his teammate 22. Over to the assistant captain 11. Back to 22 all alone, and Nasser makes a couple of big saves and took one to the chest that looks to sting him a little bit here. 6 keeps the puck in. Over to 57. 57 to 22 along the wall. They look to set up. It looks to be the slide on the power play. 22 down to 57. 2 men in the crease for the Bearcats. A big presence in the slot. 22 over to 6 on the point, who winds and fires. Big save by Nasser to cover that up with 22 seconds left to kill on the Bearcat power play.
Just gobble that puck up, did Nasser there. McKendree's starting to use the point a little bit more, maybe just because of the power play. Starting to get comfortable in the offensive zone, which the Cougars don't want to see, especially being down 4 goals.
Nasser has kept this team in the game. A couple of goals he may went back, maybe play a little bit differently than he brought on into this game, but this is club hockey after all, and a 4-goal lead is not insurmountable. Thank you to Justin Nasser making plenty of big saves at key times. 91 finds 9 into the corner. Over to number 8 to 9 as they wheel around on the power play. 9 throws a little sauce, intercepted by Kane Henson.
Should be a counter.
And we got Parapat, who couldn't get it deep into the zone. Now we got 3-on-2 for the Bearcats. 89.
Teams are full strength.
Full strength now, and the Bearcats are in the Cougar zone. Wags can't quite clear it. Smith, Zerlini, and Parapat on the ice as your forwards for the Cougars. Kane Henson in there to help out along the wall. We got a bit of a rugby scrum going on in front of the McKendree fans. Arias says to move it. As usual, no one listens to him. McKendree now throws it in as I say that, and the Cougars can't quite clear it. Parabet along the wall gets the puck out. Stick handles in a phone booth and sidesteps a hit and now has the puck. Weebles wallow where they don't fall down. Alex Smith can't bring the puck in along the blue line, but he gets it in enough for a bit of a change for the Cougars. Tyler Smith, sorry. I call him Alex Smith. He's a quarterback. Tyler Smith. The Cougars will get it in deep. 44 to retrieve. 44 wheels around the net. He's got only one forward to help out, and he can't quite make the pass to that one forward. Kane Henson does well to intercept that pass, but he gets it broken up by 7 up to 32 as he enters the Cougar zone and gets it in deep. Wagner wheels around for the Cougars. 55 comes in with a head of steam. Loses the puck back to Henson. Henson to Takmajian. Tak. A bit of a knuckle puck up to Watson. Watson can't quite hold on, and McKendree will gain control. Drop pass almost took out the hip of the referee, and the Cougars will regain control on their end as they dump it back into the McKendree zone for no icing. Waved off by the referee. Home run pass thrown down. Nosser negates the icing, leaves his net to play it. Cullibrook plays it off the glass to Takmajian. With 3-on-2, Watson with him, and he can't quite get it to him. Best there to cover it up. Nosser did well to play that puck as he saw that the Cougar defenseman had been beaten. There would not have been an icing call there. So in that event, Nosser did come out, stop the puck, and ring it around, and it ended up with a potential play for the Cougars there. Good heads up play.
See a goalkeeper get offensive here. That's what the team needs, but you need goals.
One goal is not going to win you many games in any league you play in. Here's 71. Brings it in, stick aside by Nosser. We got 27 behind the net, bodied by a couple Cougar D with a sharp angle shot, bodied away by Nosser as he flexed that left leg. Cully Sr. plays hard along the wall and clears the zone. 1:08 left to go in this period. 71, whose name I will not even try to pronounce, brings the puck in. He's all, he had a 2-on-1, but that pass was foiled by the Cougar defenseman. Sperry sidesteps a hit, but can't, now regains control of the puck. This game is quick, folks. Braden Rowe now has the puck as he brings it up and in. Offsides, though, as Marshall is offsides ahead of the play with 45 seconds left to go in this period.
This period shots are 22-7. The scoreboard reflects that. The Cougars need to step up their game a little bit defensively. We knew it was going to be a battle with the long change and the way the first period played out. We expected big things if they can just hold it the way it is for the next 45 seconds. The third period could be the Cougars' period.
Yep. It looks like a few of the McKendree players are wearing down this. I believe this is their first legitimate game of the season as they played the Blues alumni in a fundraiser type game earlier.
How those go.
You're right. A lot of everybody gets to play, and the pros don't want to really give it to the young guys, but kind of do because they saw that competitive spirit. Here are the Bearcats coming in with a shot wide. 5 holds the zone and takes my drive off the tee and puts it about 20 feet wide. McKendree tries to pop it in from the corner and can't as it is sticked away by Nosser. Behind the net, again, they try to center a puck for a teammate. 2-on-1. Can they break it down the ice with 5 seconds to play? Ebersol can't quite handle the puck with no time remaining. There's the buzzer. And the end of the second period. Going into the third, the score of this game is McKendree 5, SIUe 1. Shots overall, 42 for McKendree, 15 for the Cougars. And we will be back in 15 minutes. Thank you for tuning in to SIU Cougar Hockey. And we're back for the third period with the intermission about to wrap up here. McKendree up 5-1 on your SIU Cougars. Justin Nosser, Cougar netminder, has faced 42 shots through 2 with 37 saves. PK, as a former goaltender, maybe in a different sport, what does the shot load mean to you?
It means you're focused and you're busy. McKendree's goals have been good goals, except for the second goal of the game. I think Nosser's played a very, very good game, giving up 5, even on 42 shots. His team needs to help him out on the other side of the ice.
It's a 4-goal deficit, and if I remember right, your last return, or your last, maybe your first chance in the broadcast booth, the SIU was down 4 going into the third period, and something happened. What was that?
Last game I announced for the SIUe Cougars at this very arena, sitting in this very same spot, they were down 5-2 at the end of 2 periods, and they came back and won 7-9. They won 9-7 that game.
So there is still hope, is what we're saying.
There's always hope.
Yeah. This is club hockey. Games can change on a whim. 1 5-minute major that a dominant team might take could give a team that hasn't had a lot of pressure a little bit of life. And any bounces can go their way. We've seen weird stuff happen both in the NHL and having played college hockey myself in my time as we start the game here. Cougars are not out of this game by any stretch if they can put on some pressure here in the third period.
So if they need to get back into this, what's the 3 key points here for you, Kitch? What do they need to do in the first 3 minutes of this period?
Well, they need to get one early. They need to stay out of penalty trouble, and they need to have McKendree Bearcats in their own zone and get them back on their heels. That's what I'd see. This being their first game, maybe they're a little winded. They may be a little bit out of shape. And we'll see what happens here. Now with 30 seconds into this period, McKendree will chase the puck back into their own end as Joe Watson handles the puck, takes a shot just wide, possibly deflected by a Bearcat defender. And number 55 will try to control up the ice off of the skate. And now for a 2-on-2 chance, foiled by the Cougar D, 22 Braden Rowe. As now he has the puck, cutting through the Cougar zone. Getting it up the ice as the Cougars go for a change. Bearcats now have the puck on their blue line as they dish up to 71. 71 cuts to the slot, shoots, big save by Nosser, sticked away to the corner. 71 regains control, takes it behind the net, shoved away by Cully Sr. Loses the puck. Rowe regains control and dishes off to Daly. Daly chips, not quite out. And the Bearcats dump it back in.
Night quad out has been the quote of the night for the Cougars. They've not been able to clear the zone successfully and keep possession.
The Bearcats will re-enter the zone, dump it in deep. Kane Henson back to retrieve with number 6 for McKendree on him. Puck stays behind the net, behind Nosser. 74 loses control. Oh, Cougar D. Oh, bad turnover in front of the net as the Cougar D tries to wheel it up through the slot. Loses the puck, and a glorious opportunity goes far down for number 6 of McKendree to extend the lead to 6-1.
That is the exact opposite of what the Cougars wanted to see here early in the third period, being down goals, now 5.
You got wet ice. You've got a tired group. Up and out's got to be the play there. You can't going through the zone, especially congested slot right in front of Nosser.
You know where McKendree is going to be. They packed the slot there. The defense played right into it, trying to break out, and they were punished for it.
Yep. See if the Cougars can respond. Now down 6-1 with 18 left to play in this third period. Phil Colorbook tries to break out to Marshall, who can't handle the pass. And McKendree will come down to the Cougar end. Stopped by Peribhat. Got a little neutral zone play here. Dumped back in by Terrence. Best around the net to play the puck. And the Bearcats are now having a little bit of trouble clearing their zone, but now they will, as now they have an odd man rush, but stopped by number 26, Drew LaRose. Bearcats still maintain possession. get it into Ebersol for the Cougars, who will go up and out off the glass off of Larry's fresh, new, shiny silver roof.
Coach Thatch is turning more red by the moment.
He's
Every puck on the roof.
He's currently in Vegas right now, sitting at the roulette wheel thinking, I'm going to need to bet big on black to replace this roof.
He's betting on red right now.
Yeah. He's all kinds of red right now. As the Bearcats will now lose the draw. The Cougars will dump it in deep to Best, who plays it to a back-checking forward as they try to regroup in their own zone. 55 up to the assistant captain, number 11, with a little chip pass back to 55 to 22. Tries to go through the slot and does, and a big save by Nasser. Another big save after the last shot going in. It's a big response by the goaltender, Nasser. Bearcats trying to throw it into the slot. 44 with a shot from outside of the circle, and Nasser gobbles that up with 16:37 to play in this third period.
McKendree's just picking up where they left off the last period. They're digging in deep. They're getting the puck. They're starting to use the point a little bit more and get more shots toward goal. They're not very threatening, but they're at goal. And as SIUe's lone goal knows, you put the puck toward the net, good things can happen. And they've already had good things happen 6 times tonight.
McKendree wins the draw, but can't quite keep it in as an errant pass goes through the defender's legs. Perry there to pick up a regroup to Kane Henson. Henson up, can't quite get it to Tech Majin, and now the Bearcats break in 2-on-1. Shot, big save by Nasser, fought off by his left arm. Here is Kyle Cullerbook with wingers Tech Majin and Perry. Perry tried to find Tech Majin, streaking to the back post, but he couldn't corral the pass. The Bearcats counter, 3-on-2, now 3-on-3. 7 over along the far boards. Loses to Watson. Watson dumps it in deep. Perry chasing after for the Cougars. McKendree now into the Cougar zone. 71-6. 6 with the screen and a big save. I don't know how Nasser saw that with a moving screen in front of him. Blockers it aside. Number 8 tries to regroup, loses it for a second. Only if you want it. A bunch of Bearcat players caught up in a change as they lose the puck, tipped in by the Cougars. 74 back for McKendree, over to 8.
Shots already 5-2 in favor of McKendree again.
Putting the pressure on early. Never letting off the gas pedal. They've got that killer instinct to close out this game so far. Again, weirder things have happened. 74 streaks in, 1-on-1, loses handle of the puck. Sperry controls to Daly. Daly with a kick pass back to Joyner.
I just see a little more possession out of here, out of the Cougars. They're a little dump and chase. Let's see them play some hockey here.
27 with a big open ice hit on Terrence Perabhat. Rowe back in deep for the Cougars. Rowe to LaRose, who loses it. And the Bearcats now have it at the blue line, who now lose it into the neutral zone. Perabhat gives chase alongside Marshall. Peels off, and 44 now has it, wheeling up the zone for the Bearcats. Cutting in through the neutral zone and into the Cougar zone. Going coast to coast, wrapping it around, going now to the corner, staying behind the goal line. The majority of the Bearcats' offense has stemmed from behind the goal line plays out in front of Nasser. 89 with a shot, tipped wide. Looking for a one-timer that just misses the mark. And McKendree's point pass missed his defenseman by about 15 feet. Back to Best. Now to McKendree to regroup. Bro gives chase. Number 9 beats into the puck. 89 into the corner. 89 into the slot with no one home. Here we have Ebersol trying to find Daly. Daly can't quite hold the puck on his stick, and the Bearcats try and clear, and they will. The Cougars now have the puck in the neutral zone. Kane Henson wearing the A for the Cougars. Their stalwart defenseman over to Trevor Daly. Daly to Wagner. Wagner knocked down from behind. Loses the puck to number 9 of the Bearcats, who dishes to number 12 along the far wall. Back to 11. 11 bodied off by the Cougars. Number 11, Tyler Smith. Smith off the boards to Zerlini, but can't quite control the puck. Nosser with a big glove save off the McKendree shot. They still have possession. Back door. Oh, big stick. Good read by Nosser as he saw the Bearcat coming in through the slot. 57 throws it on net with a tip try. Just wide. Bearcats still have pressure in the zone. Big stick by Wagner. Smith tries to clear and does with a bouncing puck. And the Cougars will look to change. Best out to play the puck to his left. As he wheels behind Best, retreating back into the net. 6. Through the Cougars and into the zone. Puts a shot on right to the chest of Nosser, who makes his 44th save with 12:21 to play in the third period.
It's been quite the night for Nosser. You know, he's given up 6 goals, but he's played a very solid game. The goals, he's kind of been pinned in, and, you know, that's hockey when you give up 50 shots. The Cougars have 20 on the board. Only got 5 this period. It's just how this game's gone.
The Cougars win the draw, but lose the puck behind the net. Centered into the slot, 91 with control as he breaks in from Nosser's left hash mark to number 8. 8 along the wall, goes behind the net, rings it back around for an indirect pass to the point. 32 tries to wrap it in and can't, stopped by 44. Phil Cullerbrook. 91 regains control in the high slot. He throws it on net with a headhunter. Just high, hits the glass. 8 gets it in deep to 91. 91 wheels and deals. Still has the puck and loses it. Tipped away, but they still maintain control. 7 with sustained pressure. Can't quite connect on the one-timer. The Cougars look to clear. Perry explodes out of the zone as he tries to slice and dice. Throws a shot on Best as he gets it off his left pad and puts it behind the net. Tech Majin now on this first line. Oh, and Perry all alone. Best makes 2 saves on the initial chance and the rebound on Christian Perry.
That's the first chance we've seen from the Cougars this period. They just started moving their feet and grinding on that one. Yeah, worked McKendree for the first time in the third and got a good scoring opportunity. Let's see more of this out of the Cougar bunch.
That might be the first grade A scoring opportunity they've had in this game, as their goal came off of a quasi-own goal on a pass from Perry.
It was a play what happens when you put the puck toward the net.
That is true. Very true. 100% of the shots. What is it? 100% of the shots you don't take. You don't take. Don't go in. Wayne Gretzky.
I'm paraphrasing.
Michael Scott. And it looks like we've got a penalty to the Bearcats on number 44. I want to say unsportsmanlike conduct. I'm a goalie, so I didn't get a whole lot of those. I'm not quite sure that's what that signal was, but I'm
Norlander going off for a penalty. Sure. I didn't see what was called.
Anytime you can get a Nordic D into the bench or into the penalty box, it's a good sign for the Cougars.
Let's just hope the Cougars have a better power play, as they registered no shots on the first time to go around.
Probably were outchanced on their power play. Let's see if
100%.
Let's see if round 2 fares better for them. 2 minutes on the clock for the Cougars' man advantage.
We got a little discrepancy with the clock here from the McKendree coach.
Definitely don't have matching minors. He must have gotten a 10-minute. That's why they took that off. No power plays. We remain 5-on-5. Just a 10-minute. You shouldn't have done that. Unsportsmanlike call. 27 loses the puck to Watson, who chips it up and might have an odd man break with Daly to his wing. Watson streaking down, shoots, and scores. It's in the back of the net.
There's a
Joe
goal.
Watson gets
Cougars
on the floor.
One in there. Watson just sneaks on the far boards and finds a crick in the wood there. I don't even know how that slipped in there.
He goes far side on the wrong-handed Tendy and sneaks it through his paraphernalia to find the back of the net. It's a 6-2 game with 10:43 remaining in this third period.
That's kind of the break the Cougars need right now with 10 left here. You know, what's that do to the bench there, kid?
Oh, it's got to fire the boys up. I think a goal by who we used to call Joey Appleseed because of his prowess for assists. Now he throws one on net, and look what happens. He finds back of the net.
I think the Cougars rally around that.
Yeah, throw more pucks on net, maybe capitalize on some rebounds. McKendree comes in. Nosser makes the stick save, puts it behind the net, punched away, and a hand pass called It's not a penalty, but a hand pass called on McKendree.
The face-off will come out of the zone here.
Comes out of the zone.
Not the response you want to see out of the Cougars when they win a score goal there, but
Sure, McKendree's going to come back. They have a very talented bunch. They're going to come back and try and force their will upon the Cougars. Let's see if the Cougars can now get this to a 3-goal game here. As 10 carries the puck into the neutral zone, rings it around the boards. See if Kane Henson can pick the puck up. Perry tries the chip, but the forecheck does not allow him to do that. Marshall now has the puck on his stick. He has a winger with him, Peribhat. Gets it in deep. 4 checks. Now they have the puck in the zone. Peribhat knocked off the puck with a few extra strides into that hit, but the Bearcats maintain control of the puck. 10 hops into the zone, avoiding a Wagner hit. He throws it in front. Nosser sticks it away. Peribhat finds Marshall. Back to Peribhat. He loses the puck in the corner. They try and fly the zone again, but that lead pass is stifled by Wagner. Best stops the ring around. McKendree will try and break out again with 9:34 left to play in this third period. Number 9 slices and dices through the neutral zone, stopped by the Smith stick. Now number 5 for McKendree now has the puck. He comes down to Nosser's left, drops off to number 9, who throws it to the slot, and no one the home. Smith does well to clear. And we've got a penalty to, it's got to be McKendree.
Some extracurriculars going on over here in the corner. You got enrolled for McKendree going off for a penalty.
Looks like we got matching minors. Corey Sperry, again in the middle of all the action. He's a guy that is more than willing to stick his nose into to anywhere, really, the dirty areas. Takes a man with him. It looks like we're going to have 4-on-4 play here for the next 2 minutes.
Sperry was on his way out on a breakaway or on a breakout there, and he was hindered up by the McKendree player to be named later.
Yeah.
And they both got into it. It's a fair call. Send them both off, let them cool off, and here we go.
A 2-minute timeout, if you will, if you play in the BHL. 9:15 left in the third period. A 6-2 game, McKendree with a 4-goal lead. Now playing with a little extra open ice, 4-on-4. The face-off in a neutral zone. McKendree wins the draw. Christian Perry in the forecheck as they work a breakout. But a fluttering puck doesn't allow them to do that. But now they regain control, and the puck goes into the Cougar bench for a whistle. 9:01 left to play in the third. Anytime you can get, was that Duran?
Duran.
Anytime you can get Duran into the game, you're going to have a good night regardless of the score. 11 takes it down the far wall. Perry intercepts. He could have numbers here. 2-on-1, 2-on-2 now. It's Perry and Watson. Perry tries to take a shot, but it is broken up by the McKendree D. And now it is back in their favor, 2-on-2. An errant pass into the corner. Perry takes his man down. Not necessarily known for his physical prowess. Perry takes down his man, and the Cougars now into the Bearcat zone. Watson avoids a hit, but loses the puck. 11 with a strong pass for an icing. So PK in the, what has it? Has it been 10 years since the last time you called a game here?
10 or 12.
What's changed about this Cougar team? You feel a new attitude, do you think, with the jerseys here?
I like it. I like they've gotten rid of the Chicago Blackhawk feel about it.
Thank God.
It's unique. I like it to the school. I like it to the club. It's a good-looking kit they got out there.
Right you are. Here's Cullerberg coming through the neutral zone. He'll dump it in. See if the Cougars can manage some pressure here. Tack Midge and in on the forecheck. Tack loses can't gain control of the puck as he never had it. Over to the McKendree players who now try to break out and lose it. And here's Tack again. One hand on the stick, little A button move if you're an Xbox Chell player. Cougars get the puck in deep. Another scrum. Tack comes out with the win. Tack, try with a centering pass. Couldn't connect to Rowe. The Bearcats have numbers. It's 3-on-2. Number 6 on the far wall. Has 12 wide open on the point. Takes a wrist shot. Blocked by Takmajian. Hits a streaking perv hat, but he can't hold on to the puck. Colorbrook steps up in the play.
Somebody's starting to fly now.
Yep. Simon couldn't quite handle it. He had a head of steam. 7 all alone. Big save by Nasser. With 7:12 left to play. 6-2 still for McKendree with 7:12 left to play. Shots 52-23.
Nasser with his 46th save of the night, keeping the team in this game.
6 goals is not on him. He's had a heck of a game tonight. Let's see if the Cougars just need to give him a little offensive help. Here is number 6, who dumps it in behind the net, the 74, who tips it to 71. 71 behind the net with 2 Cougars on him, defending. Drew LaRose doing well with Simon. The Bearcats, however, come out with the puck. Finds a man in the slot, but tipped away by Sperry as he's out of the box now. Delayed offsides on McKendree as the puck exited the zone and called for a whistle.
On McKendree. That was even close.
Yeah.
I'm surprised they're not bringing that down.
Cougars could take all they could get right now.
Any breaks?
Yep. And here we are again. 6:36 left to play in the third. Another Cougar goal brings us within 3, and another couple of bounces. The game could go their way.
Well, more than a couple. But.
A couple, yeah. A couple would be 2. We need a few bounces to go their way. Here's
go.
Pervhat, who can find Marshall streaking. He's got 2 men chasing after Marshall. Throws one on net, sticked away by Best. The Cougars now break out, and they find a break. 10 all on Nasser. He comes and shoots and loses the puck. A Dennis Weidman-esque breakaway chance as he would have eaten it into the corner.
Wagner with a great step in there, lifted the stick at the last minute.
And the Cougars again throw the puck into the Cougar bench. 6:03 remaining. 6-2 lead for McKendree.
The third puck that we put in our own bench.
I feel like that's the safe play. If you can't go high and hard off the glass, you just go on your own bench.
Yeah,
Got to make sure the teammates are awake.
Yeah.
McKendree wins the draw in the Cougar zone. Here's number 8, who flutters one on net, blocked by Rowe. Rowe with a head of steam. Twists and turns across the McKendree blue line. He finds Sperry. Sperry cuts. A little bit more energy out of the Cougars here. Throws a shot on net just wide. Here's Zerlini. Zerlini throws it to the slot just out of the reach of Sperry as he couldn't corral that. McKendree breaks in 2-on-2. 11. Goes wide, throws it on net, caught by Nasser as he handles that rebound with relative ease. With 5:34 left in this third period.
You look at the shot load for Nasser tonight. He's got 54 shots against. He's given up 6. A lot of shots have been just kind of like that. Nothing threatening. He's done well to maintain and hang on to him and not make much more of it. But, they're out-chancing us. That's why the score says what it is.
McKendree wins the draw, and that shot is tipped out of play. Nasser's rebound control, I got to say, has been pretty solid. They haven't gotten many rebound goals. One maybe fluke one, but the rest of them, a power play backdoor goal, and other ones that they're just prime opportunities that you really can't fault him on.
He saved the first shot, and there's not been much more. That's all you can ask about a goalie. I've seen 54 shots tonight.
Yep. McKendree, number 5 from the point. Another tip shot off the glass behind Nasser's right. Rowe looks to break out. He's got a streaking Colorbrook who's stepping up from the D spot. Watson there to protect and takes his man down. Rowe wins his battle with the McKendree defenseman or forward. Excuse me.
They're still going.
Perry can't hold on to that breakout pass, and McKendree now has control of the puck. 7-27 as they regain possession. 7 in the corner. Down to 71. 5 all alone. Nasser does well to cover up that post in the RVH and takes that right to the gut with 4:50 left to play in this third period. It's funny the way that this game works, just the game of hockey in general works out, how you can kind of critique guys on their games, especially with goaltenders. in a winning effort, I don't think he had a great game in that 9-4 win over Louisville. But tonight, he's had an excellent game. He's had a one what that he would like back, but that one goal, he's really kept them in it and makes another save right here.
Another big save there.
Yeah.
He's played a solid game. And, you and I are both goalies for different sports. The scoreboard doesn't reflect the way the announcers played.
Not at all. Not at all.
You want to see a little bit of rebound effort tomorrow? We face off again at 7 o'clock, 7:15 tomorrow night, same spot. You don't even see rebound from the team. I mean, they're doubled up on shots right now, more than doubled up.
Yep, this is where they need to see the resolve. Their only other loss to a D1 team, nonetheless, but it was a one-game, it was a non-series. So we need to see how they can respond after a loss, especially to a crosstown rival in McKendree. As they break in, a shot from way out, blocked by Daly. Little hit from behind, non-called by number 12 from McKendree. Simon regains his feet, comes back into the play. Another puck chipped out of play by number 26, Drew LaRose, freshman for SIUe. 4:09 left to play in this third.
Toward the Cougar bench again, man.
That's why they wear cages. If this were junior or a non-college game, the hands are going to be up. But
I see the coaches and trainers over there. They might get hit.
Yeah, coaches Taylor Emmerich and Nick Edwards have taken a few pucks off the body in their Cougar campaign. I'm sure they're no worse for the wear. 57 and 22 coming down the wing. A shot deflected onto Nasser as he bats that down with his left mitt. Marshall down. Ooh, takes a dangerous hit in the corner.
Maybe a charge? No.
Could have been a few different calls in that play. Boarding, roughing, charging, nothing called there. 3:37 left in his third. McKendree breaks in and loses the puck into the corner. Here's 11 into the corner to Nasser's left. 55 to 24 as they ring the puck around. 11 to 55. Looks for a point shot. Tipped high off the plexiglass behind Nasser. Perpat looks to break out. And hooked down, speared, maybe. Nothing called. 22 rings it around again.
Pluto guy again.
Pluto, more than just a Disney dog, brings it up the ice. And he loses his feet. Here comes Zerlini.
Look out for that banana peel, too.
Whoop. Here comes Zerlini, gets it in deep. Little Mario Kart action out there.
There you go.
Why is it always the blue lines? Players don't fall in any other spaces.
I fall
but
on the red line all the time.
Fair enough. Lines. 89 brings it in with a snow shower.
Here we go.
Loses control. Here comes Smith. Smith, number 11, brings it in. Winds in a wrist shot to Best's right-handed catching mitt, and he holds on to make the save. 2:35 remaining in this period. 6-2 McKendree leads.
That shot just gobbled up by the McKendree goalkeeper.
So when you're playing, where do you throw the puck? Are you picking corners? Are you getting some greasy goals?
I shoot at the goalie's ear.
Let them know you're there.
As hard as I can.
There you go.
That's a hard spot to gather.
If they're dazed and confused too, a little buzz in the tower never hurt anyone.
Well, they're jumping out of the way, or it's a hard spot to get the blocker glove to. I shoot the goalie's ear.
Yep, fair enough. 2:20 left to play. Face off in the neutral zone. I'd like to give a shout out to Recess Brewing out of Edwardsville, Illinois for our game pucks. Great job sponsoring the team. Just helping us out again in every way that they can. Be sure to swing by Recess Brewery in Edwardsville, Illinois next time you guys are in town. Cully, the Cougars win the draw. Cullabrook falls, but still makes the play to Tech Majan as the Cougars now have pressure in the McKendree zone. Perry with a body blow. A little PK action up around the ears. Best makes the save off the side of the helmet.
You must be listening to the broadcast.
Yeah, a lot of arch hockey watched by Watson there. Here is Cullabrook. Cullabrook throws it on net. Caught by Best as he had full vision on that shot. Watch it into his mitt.
Cougars finally get some sustained pressure here in the game.
Maybe too little, too late, but at least the knowledge that they can do this might bode well for them tomorrow.
Something to build on. You're late in the game. You know this one's kind of over. We do it again, 7:15 tomorrow night. See if they can build on it.
It's a young SIU team, 11 returning players. The rest are new incoming faces, so that confidence is always welcome. Nasser, again, a big save on a 2-on-1. And the Cougars have numbers. 4-on-2, Sperry evades, finds number 10, Simon. I always want to call him Joyner. There's a Bryce Joyner that played against me in high school, but that's not here. As McKendree gets the puck out of the zone. You got $1:20 left to play in this period. Sperry to Daly. Daly gets it in deep. 6 to retrieve for the Bearcats. McKendree wheels and deals in his own zone. Finds 27 along the near wall. Here's 7 carrying the play into the Cougar zone. 27 chips behind the Nasser's net. And 7 retrieves the puck. Finds 50 or went for 55, but Perry snuffs it out. Perry streaking down the near side. Perry shoots up high, and Best makes the save. McKendree player blows a tire and eats it into the boards behind Best. 38 to play in this period. As Perry is taken down, loses a mitt, but he's back up on his feet. And he'll exit the zone as the Cougars enter. Here's Tack Majin. Tack drops it off. Lost. To McKendree in the neutral zone. Number 9 brings it in the zone. Lost, and Perry again with 17 to play. Perry evades a back-checking McKendree player, but loses the puck. 91 with 10 to play. 91 down the wing. Has a player in the slot, but he tips it just high and out of play. Well, it's not a souvenir because they have to throw the back in play because the ACHA is a I can't say cheap. We like to play on the cheap because there's only a couple pucks ready for game time action. And those recess brewing pucks could be a bit of a novelty. So that puck comes back in play with 4 seconds left.
We wrap it up here. We start again tomorrow night, 7:15, same broadcast time, same broadcast channel.
Yep. And 2-1, and that is it. McKendree takes game 1, 6-2 over your SIUe Cougars. Final shots 59-30 in favor of the Bearcats.
Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch you tomorrow night.
Thank you. Signing off, this is Casey Kichelinski with PK Patrick Kelly. We will see you tomorrow night.